Hello squirrels and welcome to PPM6 TV. Today what it is a choice of location recorders. Now recently I had a very simple job to do. It's a short film, one up, just a talking head, doing a piece to camera, a little bit of walking around, and a single personal mic. What could be more straightforward? So naturally I thought, well, I'll take my my Zoom F6. Now, if you know the channel, you'll know that I have tons of respect for the Zoom F6. It's a fantastic recorder and an even better bargain. It's not perfect, but hey, nothing in life is. But then I thought, who takes a Zoom when they could take a Nagra? Yeah, this bad boy here is a Nagra LB location recorder. And as you can see, it's in the thoroughly professional Swiss aluminium finish. It's not just a finish, it's actually milled from a billet of aluminium. It's not a current recorder. This model is about, well, just over 10 years old, and it's since been replaced by the Nagra 7, which has some updated features, touchscreen, and I think better mic amps. We'll come to the mic amps a bit later on. But yeah, surely if you had a choice, you know, you wouldn't be taking your Zoom when you could take a Nagra. Or would you? Why would you choose the Zoom? Let's think about that. Well, first up, there's the simple question of inputs. Despite being so diddy, the Zoom F6 has 6 mic inputs on XLRs and will record each track individually as well as a mix. That's a pretty big advantage. I mean, even if you're doing the very basic stuff of 2 radios and a boom, you can't do that on the Nagra without a mixer. And you can get all those ISOs nicely on here, plus have 3 tracks in hand. That's a pretty big advantage to start. Yeah, but what about the professional features? Surely the Nagra will have more professional features. Well, the LB that I've got has got some interesting features, but it doesn't have timecode. I think that was a separate card, which I didn't afford at the time. But the Zoom has a full and accurate timecode implementation. Check out my videos. The bad news is it's on a 3.5mm jack, but the good news is it's on there and it's good. So timecode, professional feature, and that's on the F6. Secondly, the line inputs, just like the Nagra, are accessible from the XLRs. You don't need to carry a separate set of cables to go in on 1/4-inch jacks or anything like that. That's another professional feature. And then, of course, the star of the show is the 32-bit float, which is a file format that allows you a massive dynamic range and is almost set and forget. You don't need to worry about your levels because the dynamic range of the file format is so big that provided you don't overload the mic amp itself, you don't have to worry about levels. That's another fantastic feature. And talking about mic amps, you would think that Nagra would have the advantage in mic amps. And I will do a separate video for us to hear them side by side. But I have had trouble. I was trying to record a drum kit once. I know you probably shouldn't do that with the Nagra, but I was trying to record a drum kit. And the level coming out of the condenser mics on the kit was so large, I just couldn't do it. I had to go home and get my RME mic amps to finish the recording. Whereas the mic amps on the Zoom are, you know, fantastic. And particularly probably in the amount of gain available. We'll come to that in the mic amp test, but I'm 75 dB on location, 6 channels of that. That's another big advantage. And then one that is a little bit surprising. The Nagra has one of the great battery boxes. If I just switch him off, this is the Naga Battery Box, and it's a work of art. It really is. It probably costs more than most works of art. But there you are. There's the battery box. You stuff that full of double A's, 8 double A's in there, and then it just sits on these 2 lovely prongs. And you know, I'm making a bit of a pig's ear of this, but which is a shame. But you sit on those 2 lovely prongs and then you spin those. Oh, it's just glorious. However, external power is on that nasty little, I don't know what sort of connector that is. Sorry, Mr. Nagra. Whereas power, you know, bolt a lovely, I'm looking over my shoulder here for an MP battery. There it is. For a Sony battery. bolt one of those onto the back, and this thing will run forever. And not only that, it's got USB-C, so you could use a USB-C power pack. Dare I say it, the battery powering options on the Zoom are better than on the Nagra. More professional in a way. Yes, more professional. And the Zoom will outlast it in the field all day long. Hey, looks like if you're heading out for a bit of location recording, Mr. Zoom is your friend. It has nothing to be ashamed of, even when battling a beast like the Nagra LB. So come back for the mic camp tests and for another video in this series with a slightly different look at why you might take this rather than this. Thanks for coming to PPM6 TV. I hope you did enjoy your visit. Do subscribe, it does help. Bye for now.